we are. Hope you guys have been enjoying our last episodes. Make sure you subscribe, drop a comment. We're coming bigger and stronger, and this is the lovely month of March. We're still marching on. The last day of March.
Last day of March.
The last day of March. Last day of women's awareness and March Madness and all of the good stuff. But let's keep it rolling. Let's get on to our first fresh topic. But first, we got to introduce ourselves.
I'm Ife.
I'm Jelly.
I'm Suki.
Yes, indeed. And our first fresh topic is a deep topic.
Should be me fucking these jelly beans.
Ironically, it's Michael Jackson's Neverland documentary. Yes, did you?
Hated it.
Hated it. Ife saw the full all the episodes. I couldn't really watch.
Mm-hmm. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
I just question parenting.
Yes.
I question the parents, but you know, it's amazing what people will do for money and fame.
Exactly.
So here it is, Michael Jackson. Me as a parent, I know I would never let my child. we all having a sleepover, nigga. Okay.
Right. What
I'm right up in here.
At what point in the documentary were you a believer?
Well, I've always been a believer.
Okay.
Because I never understood his affinity for young boys. Like, cause there were never little girls.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It wasn't
Always
young
boys.
children. It was young boys.
And always
So
young white boys.
young white boys. So
I did send us all the article of the famous artist, Papaya. I don't know if you can remember that artist, but Michael had, he painted for celebrities and presidents, and he always had Michael always requested to be painted and portrayed as like a god with all these beauties, right? That's what you, cherubs.
those
Cherub babies.
those
Angels of white ethnicity around him as he was in his pale state as well.
Scary.
It was compromising.
There's so many on so many levels. He was just disturbed. But imagine never having a life. The moment you hit the stage, the screen, you're an instant celebrity.
Yes.
Like that's such
Age of 5?
a reclusive. Imagine how that's such a reclusive life, and you're secluded, and then becoming the biggest star in the world. Like he couldn't do shit.
Can you take us down to that memory lane? How you treasure that album to this day, the Jackson 5 album?
Oh, because it's on my playlist.
Yeah.
Because I was just in love. You know, you always liked one of the Jacksons, but Uncle Jeff is where I would get a lot of my music. You know, like that's where he would turn me on to like the newest stuff because he would listen to it, and when I would go, I would just want to like, oh my God. So, but Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, everybody.
And they were kids.
Dancing. She's a dance machine. Oh, baby. See, look, I just move. Automatic, systematic. That was my
You cannot deny the talent, the hustle,
No.
the
super talent.
all the great music that came from the family. But what you can admit to is the non-scene, but you know that there was abuse. And behind the scenes, they were abused. They were forced to rehearse. They had the strict regimen to get them to success.
We're talking about the Jackson 5,
Yes,
right?
we're talking about the Jackson 5. I only wanted to use that as the background, not to make an excuse for Michael, but just to say the way he was raised plays a lot in
absolutely.
how he acted as an adult.
Very strict, very strict.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was. I would never think. I would hope his dad's intent was never to make them like workhorses. He just wanted them to be successful, and he believed in their talent, and he saw something in his children.
But
so
he was an asshole, and he did abuse them. And
all of them.
Definitely.
Joe Jackson.
You know, made them do things like they probably didn't feel like doing.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, it's a price to pay for success too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're all very talented.
Desperately.
You know,
like
even
all
Riri had
of
a
them.
hit.
It's crazy.
Centipede.
They all have musical genius of talent, and
You can't deny that.
down to the grandchildren. Stop it.
Okay. Sometimes it's a
grandchildren.
recessive gene. A bitch like me am a living testament to that. Okay?
No, you have
no
talent.
artistic, no what?
Okay.
I don't
okay.
sew. I don't sing. Nothing.
But you're a fashionista, and you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you are. High end fashionista. Always
Thank
been.
you.
Always flawless.
My mom taught me well. Don't go broke trying to be cute. It's gonna be out of season and on sale.
And segueing back to Michael, he went broke in the end, and now he's worth more now dead. Isn't that
That's
sad?
usually what happens though.
No.
Was he broke though?
For him,
he was
Okay.
broke by Michael.
he was in. He was in debt. The estate
Mm-hmm.
Neverland was they were
foreclosing.
it was one
But
closed
then
down.
think, imagine what the taxes must have been on that.
Cause the animals, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh,
Oh
my!
my!
And he had to pay for
At the
settlements
entrance of his house, though.
and lawyers.
And
He
say
had-
that louder. He had to pay for the.
He had to pay for settlements and lawyers.
Absolutely.
And those things,
And
are
those-
costly.
Those cases seem to be very similar, unfortunately. And it's not about because so many people are like, oh, all of these documentaries are coming out to break down the black man and to tear down the black man, and we're not bringing up the white men who have done the same thing. And
This is
okay,
true.
I understand
We
that.
forget.
But can I say
Quickly.
something to that?
This
Sorry,
is-
so I'm gonna
please.
have to move on. But
Yes,
the,
what did you say?
thing
Well, I like your
about
nails. They're a little longer.
I know, I need to
Cute.
I know. Thanks. The thing about, I feel like white people are usually smarter with like their how they play their publicity.
How they
and
spin it.
Right, like R. Kelly's doing interviews, and so were his women that live with him.
Yes.
Dummy.
Harvey Weinstein is not doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
he
it's-
went
white people always
into the bushes like a homer.
they
He went into the
dig
bushes.
this hole for themselves. So that's the other reason why we focus on these things, because they
Still
make us
in the
want to
limelight.
focus,
Mhm.
right? And I do want to say, like my mother mentioned how she would never like let her children like be in these situations, and I feel the same thing. And this is like slightly off topic, but like with the R. Kelly thing,
Mhm.
how these women, they're like attracted to R. Kelly and like want to
Yes.
meet him. Like
Yes.
I never would feel that way. Like
Not even about Bow Wow.
no,
You,
like
you weren't ready to
Not
run
if-
from home.
No,
Not
what
after
the fuck?
after
Like,
you know and you have the information. You have
yes.
access and you know who he is.
That's what I'm saying, but like, and
But think about
this
where
is
they
how
come
we were
from.
raised, and I
Yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
never see myself going in the extreme for any celebrity. If anything, I'd be more turned off. Like,
Great.
why does this grown ass man want to talk to me as a 16-year-old?
It's
But I
inappropriate.
understand that some people don't get those experiences.
No.
They don't.
like,
They don't get those same life lessons where
what
you
the fuck?
would.
I would never be like, oh my god, it's Michael Jackson. Like I want to get put on.
I was,
Sell my soul.
That literally, like, I can't understand that
I-
mindset. I
I
really
don't.
don't.
I like see celebrities. I remember I was like this close to. Oh, Method.
Oh,
Man.
that's
That
the
was
story you're
another
gonna
one.
tell? Okay.
That wasn't, but Snoop in LA.
Oh, yes.
And this guy was like, "Oh man," he was like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm good, thanks. How you doing?" And I just kept it pushing, but I was like, "Oh my god, that was Snoop." But I
My
never.
mother has met everyone. Like,
Yeah, but I
no.
would never.
So it's funny to me that even like Snoop, would do that to you.
Yeah, and it was just so like there was like a dispensary, and I happened to be sick. I was in LA, right next to the urgent care, so I went outside, of course, to smoke while
Urgent
waiting
care.
for my appointment. And I was like, and it was just as I was going, and it was so hype. But the guy with him, like, yo, take. And I was like, I would never. I was like, my car was parked next to his. And then I looked, I was like, oh, it does say Snoop Dogg on the DeVille right there. Like, but I don't know. I've just never been, like, even though, like, my era was different when I stayed out in LA and, like, industry cats would try to holler. I was so
Right?
turned off because I felt, I don't know. It's just not.
I'm the same
raised.
way.
Like, I was
it's
really,
not-
and it would be
raised
like some
different.
major, like, oh, you can roll with us and we can come. No, I don't need to go to the Soul Train Awards. I'm good chilling right here in the crib. Because at the end of the day, think about it. They're people too, and sometimes they just want to do regular things.
Yeah,
And some
they
you
wanna be
don't
treated
always
regular.
you don't always sign up for all that comes with it.
No.
But I also feel though as even if you're a fan of somebody, you can say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying?
And that's it. And keep
You know
it
what I mean?
pushing.
Because they have lives too.
All right, next.
But the
topic.
USC scandal, speaking of privilege, you know,
That's
or
crazy.
you know,
But I want to know who they pissed off that blew the goddamn whistle. Whose
Yeah,
child
who
did
was
you
the
not
whistleblower?
let in?
Right. Somebody. Well, apparently, I might even know more about this, but apparently something happened because somebody, like,
Was it the girl with the
No.
soccer scholarship?
This. No, but
They were on the
apparently-
crew team. Like
There-
they faked all the things so it looked like they were committed to go on the USC crew
But
team.
there
But
was
these
this
girls had
guy-
never done crewing or rowing at
Right.
fire.
But there was this guy who was part of the administration who apparently was like under investigation like a year ago.
Gotcha.
And
So
it
they've been
somehow
watching.
led to this.
Gotcha.
But again, that could have still transpired from somebody's, kid.
Being disgruntled.
Exactly.
Like, I
You're
paid.
right, Doc.
That's what happened, right?
I
No,
paid.
he gave them up to get a little reduced time.
Exactly, because he got
Oh,
caught
okay.
up. Yeah.
Jig was up.
Okay.
I don't know how. Do we know how he got caught up? Like how
Well,
they
apparently they
found?
were the FBI was investigating somebody else for something else.
Got
He was
you.
like, look, I'll give you this.
This.
here.
Exactly.
How about this?
And
Yeah.
Right, because I read that he was on trial, like he went to court like a year ago, and he ended
Wow.
up giving
Did
them
I saw Dr. Dre's daughter.
out. Right.
Now, here's my thing. She honestly, she could have earned her way there,
Mhm.
but
She
the
could
fact
have.
that
You
that
don't-
was posted
you don't post
right
that.
in the
That's all
middle
it-
of
him
that,
and
that's what it
Irene, how
was.
they have the
when you've
whole-
donated 70 million prior to her coming,
You don't
like
post
you know,
that.
but I feel like he did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Let me build this school over here.
And Russell Simmons' daughter too. She just made it into the youngest, not Ming, Aoki,
Mhm.
To Harvard or something.
Harvard.
But the thing
But
with
you-
Dr. Dre though is just that they were saying
Yeah.
like
It's
he
controversy.
shaded the people, the white people, but
But
he
he
donated
donated.
$70 million. Like, and they
They have a
absolutely
school
were
and-
going to take
the
that.
influence
Like,
of his donation.
It's like us
could
with
have-
Howard. It's like us with Howard. Like
exactly.
everybody in our family.
has-
Shout out to Aunt Shelly. She's
Right.
got that juice. Like I've seen family members walked onto campus, like didn't get accepted. A meeting, you're in. So
But all
I do
talented.
understand that.
all time.
But smart.
Right. So his daughter could have earned that, but I think it was
With the
just
timing.
and you just didn't have to post it. Like you literally donated $70 million.
But he
to these
probably
people.
was like, my baby earned her way here. Like,
And
you know what I'm
So-
saying?
But how does he know that his donation didn't affect her?
Exactly.
Like I don't. How does
Celebrity
he know that?
influence, basically.
How do they know that?
But
how does he know?
let us let our viewers know who are the two celebrities that the USC scandal was about.
Lori Loughlin
Who's the other
Mhm.
one?
and
Full house chick.
that's Lori.
No, that's her. Yeah.
And,
Damn, what's somebody else?
No, she's married to the guy from Shameless. She was on Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, what's her?
I can't think of her name, but
But
you want to know
Lori
what's
is
funny?
from Full
I
House.
saw
yeah.
her husband
Yes.
was on because you know
She was
I
on
watch
Mickey.
Right.
I watch Kelly and Ryan
Yes.
while I get ready for work,
Mhm.
and her husband was on there like, yeah, my daughter's gonna be going to Stamp somewhere, and she gets arrested. I was like,
They charge
Mind you, we know that this has been going on forever.
they just got exposed.
Our last topic that we want to discuss for this episode is a scandal that has come up, and we've talked about the Kardashians in other episodes, but the Jordyn and Tristan and Chloe scandal. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Okay, I feel the way you get them is the way you keep them.
And how did she get Tristan? How did Chloe
Whether
Kardashian get-
whether he was in a relationship with that pregnant woman or not, there
Mhm.
was a woman who was currently pregnant with his baby,
Yes.
and then you're dating him.
Mm-hmm.
You get pregnant.
Yep.
Look what happens to you. Look at Lamar.
Yep.
He was with his kid's mom, and that's not to say that she's doing anything, because men they could tell her anything. We're not together, yada yada yada. But I just feel like, you know, karma's a motherfucker. Now
It
look
sure
at
is.
you. Like seriously, you whether they were in a relationship or not, that woman was pregnant, and you should have known. I'm not touching that. Period.
And as a background, we also know that the family has a history of doing that. Black China was dating Tyga, and Tyga ended up dating
Kylie.
Kylie.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know
And Black China and Kim were good friends.
Good
So imagine
friends.
that's a fucked up position to be put in.
Amber Rose and Kim were friends, and ironically,
Were they?
they
didn't know
they
that.
were like not friends, but you know, hung out at least.
I don't think they're friends like her and Lala. And that
No,
crew.
not like
Okay,
that.
cool.
But then, ironically,
But you know what? It's a small circle of people that they can date. So of course they're all going to be dating the
But
same.
why the same 17 people? As Nick Cannon said on Wendy Williams.
Woo!
Why? He was like, even I date outside of the same 17. He was like,
Right.
why is every celebrity dating the same
This is
17?
probably easier, and it probably works for their lifestyle.
Yes, because even the game has admitted to going through all three Kardashians as, humbly Wendy asked him. I know.
I don't necessarily.
You don't believe it? They didn't deny it.
They never deny any. They don't say much,
Yeah,
do
but
they? Stuff like
I
that.
don't think
do they
that
touch?
Game had sex with Chloe, Kim, and Courtney. I don't
You
believe
think it
that.
was Kylie, Chloe?
No, he said
No.
specifically Kardashians. He was like they're Jenners. He was like throughout his years of knowing them.
I don't believe.
Oh, he
that.
even dated that little Westbrook girl.
Yes, but she's
Yeah.
not as she has the clout now, but the legacy of the Kardashian is like epic.
I think Game is arrogant. I don't care for him, and I think that he will spice up a story to make it sound like
pump,
he's the man
pump
and I
it
fucked
up.
all them. Maybe he was texting Chloe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Probably fucked one of them. I don't think that he literally had sex.
Like went through the crew.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I think they catch a lot of flack for stuff, but
Right.
listen, I always say that Kris Jenner is a fucking
Genius.
Genius.
She is.
She is a genius. She is savvy.
She knows how to market.
And I don't care what anybody says. She turned a sex tape into a fucking conglomerate. Like, what the fuck? They're all.
I
So,
don't know where
but-
she left. No, keep
she
going.
gets that. But I feel like.
with
the
this
whole-
situation.
And I feel bad because that's Kylie's friend.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine how she feels. She's lost a friend. But then, like, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Family
that's
first.
hard.
Right.
It is hard, but I also feel like Kylie and Jordyn are best friends. Kylie probably don't care about Tristan anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She could have known. Like, that's her homegirl. She could shit.
This is true.
Who does her loyalty? That's.
But
her
you
best
don't
friend.
think she would have told her sister?
No.
You would have told yours. Like, bitch, you'd have fucked her up. And then called your sister like, this bitch.
I don't think Kylie would have necessarily told Chloe like, I heard Jordan's fucking with Tristan. I don't
Right.
think so. She's a
How-
kid. She's 20 years old.
How do you feel about Tristan? Let's, in the situation.
Tristan, first off, he's gay. Let's start
As
there.
hell.
He's
Yeah,
gay.
he does look very same-sex oriented.
I think that I don't care about the Kardashians. I pretty much hate them, so I don't care that Chloe is dealing with this. I don't care that Jordyn wasn't loyal.
I don't give a shit
Fuck
who's
them
hurting.
Get money.
Listen, that's what
And
happens.
Jordyn will be fine. It's like what D.L. Hughley says. Like, to be infamous is just as beneficial to be famous.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
she's gonna get.
She's gonna be
twice as many
infamous. She's
deals.
infamous.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's gonna make
She's
twice as much
infamous.
money this year. She's definitely
Yes.
not hurting.
What do you think about the red table talk when Jordyn went on and she
Yeah.
said
Okay.
they didn't even sleep together? It was just they were at a party
Mm-hmm.
and they were both drunk and he kissed her. Like, how do you think that would change the situation?
I think
It was inappropriate.
either way,
Inappropriate.
it was inappropriate.
It was
She
wrong.
was wrong.
She was wrong.
She was
Jordyn was
absolutely
wrong.
I just don't
Let's
care about
be
the
clear.
Kardashians being fucked
She was
over.
wrong.
But
She was
she's
wrong.
also a kid who'd
21.
been drinking.
21.
They're kids.
And you know what I'm saying? Hey, stay behind. Wait, don't
Mhm.
go. And she's probably very trusting and probably thinks these men are fine. Like, oh.
She also has an NDA and can't say that much shit about what really went down. Like, we have to be mindful. She can, it's only but so much she can say. But I was telling Jelly this, the other day. Like, niggas always want younger girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
we were
Period.
talking about the prey upon
Chloe is
Pretty.
30, young 30s. She's dating a 20-something-year-old man. He wants a girl that's in her young 20s. That's just how it is.
You were basically saying that guys
That's
my
what happened to
age
me.
want
want
niggas want bitches
That's
my
what
age.
happened to me.
And niggas my age want bitches younger.
Yep.
And you know, not to
Circle
be,
of
but they're looking
six.
at the ayahs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
But that's how
normal.
men are.
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
what it
It's to
is.
keep
And
them
it's your
forever young.
preference.
Forever young. Yes, it's to each
It's
his
a
own.
preference.
So what I'm saying is, Tristan, I don't know why she thought that they would work, but he
Right.
does not want 34-year-old white pussy.
Well, when you put it like that bore his child.
He doesn't. That's not what he wants.
Oh man. Oh.
Sorry,
And
Mommy.
there it is.
And there it is.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.